It begins before sunrise. In the dense, humid woods of Fort Benning, Georgia, the air is thick with silence, and every leaf seems to listen. Shadows stretch long and low across the forest floor, broken only by the slow, deliberate crawl of soldiers, who are learning not just how to shoot, but how to disappear. These are not ordinary trainees. They are students of death's quiet language, enrolled in one of the most grueling and secretive programs in the military, the U.S. Army Sniper School. And this morning, like every other in this crucible of patience and discipline, begins not with a bang butt with breath control, camouflage fibers, and a whispering wind that could betray them all. Their first task is not to fire a round, but to make their rifle an extension of their own soul. Each soldier is issued a weapon, but what follows is a ritual of study and respect. They don't just handle a rifle, they bond with it. Whether it's the M110 semi-automatic sniper system, the bolt-action M2010, or the thunderous Barrett M107, each weapon is more than a tool. It is precision incarnate. They disassemble it, polish it, measure barrel wear, inspect the optics, and memorize the recoil behavior. Every click of the scope becomes sacred. Every ounce of pressure on the trigger must be predictable. Because when a sniper finally fires, there is no room for guessing. There is no second shot. The bullet must know exactly where it's going before it ever leaves the barrel. But no rifle, no matter how perfect, will help a man who is seen. And so begins the true test, the transformation into nothingness. Ghillie suits are not uniforms, they are disguises born from nature itself. These suits are hand-built with hours of labor, customized to the terrain, seasoned with mud, sweat, and smoke. Soldiers stitch strands of burlap, burn synthetic fibers to blur their shape, and rub the cloth with pine needles, charcoal, and damp earth. Each suit becomes a breathing ecosystem, designed to deceive the human eye and confuse thermal optics. They attach grass, leaves, bark, anything that lets them blend into the forest like moss on stone. The goal is not to look like the trees, but to be forgotten by them. And once the suit is built, the forest becomes the proving ground. Here, they are given a mission. Approach a target without being seen. Simple in theory, nearly impossible in execution. Instructors take positions hundreds of meters away, armed with high-powered spotting scopes. Their task? To find the moving ghosts. The students? To move without movement. To advance without sound. 1 inch at a time. Elbows sinking into mud. Boots dragging silently through leaves, eyes scanning every angle for reflective surfaces or snapping twigs. The stalk can take hours. A 200-meter crawl through terrain that fights them with every step. Heat chokes them. Insects bite relentlessly. Every breath must be silent. Every blink considered. Some are spotted within minutes and told to start over. Others crawl for hours, only to be disqualified for a flash of light bouncing off a scope, or the flicker of movement at the wrong time. But the few who succeed make it within range, unseen and unheard. Identify the instructor's ID tag through their optic and radio it in. No shots are fired. No one claps. Because the true mark of success in sniper school isn't noise, it's absence. It's the mastery of remaining invisible, not just to the eye, but to the enemy's very awareness. This training is not about glorifying death or turning men into machines. It's about creating warriors with the patience of monks and the precision of surgeons. It's about learning to dominate the battlefield, not through volume, but through silence. Not through speed, but through presence. At Fort Benning, they don't train snipers to be killers. They train them to be decision makers, to be watchers, calculators, men who understand when not to shoot. Because the greatest weapon a sniper has is not the rifle, it's the mind behind it. As the sun sets and the forest swallows the last of the light, the trainees gather once More, covered in mud, sweat, and silence. Their muscles ache. Their eyes burn. But they are no longer just soldiers. They are becoming something else, something rarer. Shadows that walk. Ghosts who wait. Sentinels of war, trained not just to shoot, but to outthink, outwait, and outhide the very chaos around them. And in a world that celebrates noise, they are being molded into masters of stillness. The U.S. Army Sniper School does not graduate heroes. It forges hunters of silence men who are never seen until it's already too late.
That grass will still last you a little while, but same thing, not terribly long, so you gotta keep constantly. You or the ground. Bipod legs should be straight forward. Nice, slow, measured approach. Think about the ticking of a clock. Okay? Tick, 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 tick. We're not moving herky-jerky, but that's how slow and fluid our movements are.
The direction you need to move. Alright? Do not pick your head off the ground. Extending levels all the way out. Remember, you're doing the sniper crawl. I think they got it.
Alright, let's put our weapons down. Go ahead and pull your rails off for a minute. You got one source on you, go ahead and drink some water. Come up a little bit higher. Move back. That way you can sneak up a little bit more. If you're struggling to find the truck again, start out at 3.5 and then slowly mag in.
No, I got it, sir. I'm just trying.
Injure myself to the point where they can't fucking PCS me for the next 6 months. And then they can just fuck off. I would roll the truck over my fucking body. Get really drunk.
Right at 2, sir.
Okay, so 2 mils.
Or like right now. Alright. I'll mill them.
Alright, just tell me what the mill that you needed. I'll be your spotter.
Right now, this is just black standing out.
Are they actually going to fire? Are they going to fire a blank?
No, they don't have blanks right now. They will have blanks.